YouTube vinyl community, Who fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today to talk about the record store day release, The Who. A quick live one, live at the Monterey Pop Festival 1967. I believe this was Record Store Day Drops 2 this year. Record Store Day has been a mess this year, but this was fantastic to finally get on its own. A lot of this music has been released through different box sets before, but to have it all in one place was pretty cool. 6 tracks here, and the packaging on this thing is so well done. It's a really heavy-duty cardboard sleeve, just like you would have had back in the day. So even that just makes it feel like authentic. But the cover is just so cool. I left the shrink wrap on. I'll probably take it off, so it's missing, part of the guys. But you got Pete and Roger there, or Pete and Keith, rather. But yeah, the sticker here says The Who's explosive 1967 performance, finally available on vinyl, remastered from the original analog tape and pressed on tri-colored vinyl. I have to admit, the sound of this thing is fantastic. It's an absolutely perfect soundboard recording. So much fun to listen to. And it's great because at this point in The Who's career, I mean, they were huge in England, but coming over to America, breaking into the market, this was basically their foray into the American market. This and the Smothers Brothers show at that time. So they opened up with Substitute, and it's just an amazing version of this track. One thing I love about this album in particular is the bass is so prominent. You can hear the bass so well. So to hear John just going absolutely crazy on the bass this earlier in their career, obviously he's a super talented guy anyway, but hearing these live versions already take a new life of their own compared to even like a year beforehand where they were always playing loudly, but at this point in 1967, they were really proving that they were, pushing the mod stuff away and embracing much more of a louder, brash rock and roll presentation. But you can tell that they're giving it all they got. They know this is their chance. They know this is their time to shine, and they're really giving it all they can give. And Rogers is cool and confident. The background vocals from John and Pete are amazing, and Keith is doing his thing on the drums, just absolutely fantastic. Great version of that song. They did Summertime Blues, which was a live staple for them for a very long time. And it's just like Live at Leeds. It's a high-octane energy rocker, slashing cymbals, there's feedback, there's solos. It just rips along the whole way through. Awesome version. Pictures of Lily and Side 1. And that was their latest single at the time. They mentioned that they're here to promote their latest single. But again, the bass guitar is so up front. Love hearing that. So it really lets John shine, which just for me is excellent because he's such a talented bass player. A super faithful rendition of this track. They do a fantastic job. Everyone's performing expertly. The only awkward thing about the ending of side 1 here is that you hear them introduce a quick one, which was the next song, and then you get about 30 seconds of them tuning up before the record ends. So it's kind of a weird ending to side 1. Side 2 opens up with a quick one, and this was such a brilliant choice of a song to pick because it really shows their growth and their maturity and development as performers and songwriters. But hearing them perform more complex material really showcases what was to come with Tommy and Who's Next and Quadrophenia and everything else after that. So hearing them perform a track with so many different different parts and try to nail all those parts and put everything together, it's a hard song to do. And there's moments where it almost sounds like you can hear them kind of looking at each other like, was that the right part? Okay, got it. But they nail it, and it was in their set list for a handful of years. Obviously one of the best versions was the Rock and Roll Circus a year later, the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. I love that version. That's probably like the definitive version of that song. But hearing it here in its more earlier version, wonderful track. Then Happy Jack, can't go wrong with that thing, man. I mean, they just blow it out of the water. And then Pete even does the whole "I saw ya" at the end, which is pretty cool. Just bangs away. Great version. What a peculiar track. It's such a weird little song, but it's just an awesome rocker. And then you end with My Generation. And you get that classic scene from like the Kids Are Alright movie where Pete says, "This is where it all ends," and then they blast into it, which is really cool. But it's their mission statement. What a classic closer. It shows that they're a force to be reckoned with, that like this is a tour de force rock and roll moment that you need to pay attention to because now this band will be a part of your life forever. It's kind of how it was. And the crowd responds well when they introduce it. They say, "This is My Generation." You hear the crowd chant for it, and they hear them like get excited. So it sounds like it was getting some radio play at that time. But hearing them just go off the walls with this thing, and for a song that I've heard a million times and a million different versions of, it never gets old because they always play it somehow differently. So Here's the back cover. You got the telegram there, and some really nice shots of the guys. And a close-up of the sticker there. Let's see. There you go. Now, let me show you the inside sleeve here. Because again, the packaging on here is basically, you're paying for excellent soundboard quality material, but the packaging is also really, really nice. So there's like a negative of the tape here with the track listing there when they recorded it. And then some excellent shots from the film. And the record itself, dig this. Ladies and gentlemen, dig The Who. Check that out. I mean, that is awesome. It looks like the Pepsi logo, but I mean, it's so cool. They did a fantastic job. And the video, it kind of picks it up, but the colors are so vibrant. Yeah, the blue is actually more vibrant in person, so is the red. If I hold up to the light a little bit better. Yeah, it's much more vibrant in person, but just an excellent, excellent job on the colors there. So yeah, this was one of the Record Store Day releases I knew I had to grab. Not a lot has come out this year that I've been like super, super stoked on. There's been a handful of things I've picked up, like, I don't know, 2 or 3. This had to be one of them that I was just absolutely, I had to have. And for me, it's a 10 out of 10. Hands down, no doubt. If you find this thing, pick it up and you'll love it. It's so fun. It's so energetic. The energy that they have here is palpable. You can tell they wanted to break into this market in America and prove themselves and expand their horizons, just grow as a group. And this album really showcases that. So very, very happy to have this in my collection. It is well loved and something I will keep forever. So that's it. 10 out of 10. Hands down, no doubt. The Who. A quick live one, and again, a quick review because there's only 6 songs and it's live, so there's not much you can talk about. But there you go. My name is Giggens. This has been The Who. A quick live one. 10 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think about this thing. Have you heard it? Do you own it? Are you looking for it? And let's talk about it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Giggens. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.